Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Shield Podcast. I'm your host, Sonic Rock, with my co host, Topdawg. And guess what? You guys really liked him so much, I brought him back for another episode. Say hi to my good friend, David.
Yo, 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 what's up? It's your boy David. I'm back in another episode with Rob, the host. You know what I'm saying? You know what this is all about. And not only am I back, but I'm back energized and basically happy to be back on the podcast. Thank you for having me, Rob.
No problem. It's the honor is mine. So, my topic this time is I kind of want to talk about our favorite games and movies just because I like to hear other people's takes on like games and movies. So, for example, I'm gonna ask this question, and then you two can answer it in whatever order you want. So my first question to you two is: when it comes to nostalgic games, like I'm talking like you played in your childhood, what's like the one childhood game you guys remember the most when playing?
For me, if it's okay if I start first,
Go ahead.
I would have to say Super Smash Bros. Melee. In fact, that was like one of the first games I think I ever played that I had so much fun playing. And I would remember, like, I would play that game almost every single time I came out of school. I'd pop up the GameCube, I'd pop in the game disc in the GameCube, and I start that sucker up, and there it is, just Super Smash Bros. Melee, and I'd start fighting as my favorite characters. Truth be told, I used to play mostly as Peach, but then I started loving Mario, and I then started loving Link, and then Marth. Even now, I still got the Melee game. And back in a few years ago, I actually went back to playing it after decades of me never playing that game. Ever since the Wii came out, and then the Xbox came out, and then the 3DS came out, I basically stopped playing that game, and I played Brawl. There was Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Then there was the 3DS and Wii U version, and then now the Ultimate. I still play it hardly, but I still love the games very much. Super Smash Melee was actually the first game that actually got me into loving video games. And then, and when it comes to nostalgia, it's just the quality of the game. It just a few years ago when I popped it back into my into the GameCube to play it. Oh my god, it made me feel like I was like a 5-year-old kid again. And I think like if the next time I ever get back into playing it, not only do I want to play it, but I want to see if I can get all the characters and all the stages that I never was able to basically do as a kid, because I didn't even know there was like secret stages or secret characters you had to unlock until now. Now I know everything, and I hope that I'm able to do that real soon.
Okay, so hey, Top Dog, would you like to go next?
For sure. Back then in my childhood, I was saying this again in an apartment. But back in our apartment, I didn't have my phone. I think I was older. I didn't know how old I am back then. I remember I played. I don't know if phone I played. Like I think my dad's or my mom's. I don't remember. But I played the Spider-Man game one, the old one. I don't know what year that's from. Well, I played it to my phone. I played it to. I wonder which kind of phone I'm using. I forgot. Oh
Alright,
my
so
god,
you
that
play
game!
like an old Spider-Man mobile game.
Yeah, like in the mobile game. Oh my god, it's the best one. Like
Well,
anytime you need to finish, you see some comics.
I got a question.
Yes.
Does this game happen to be like the game that's like inspired off of the movies, like the Tobey Maguire movies?
No,
When
I no, it's not like on the movie version. It was like at the comic ones.
Oh, so the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think it's that one. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
see.
think that might have been. I think that might have been the one, because like there are a bunch of old Spider-Man games that came out, and if it wasn't the ones that were based off of the movies, then the only one I can think of was the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I try and I think it's a game. I don't know.
Nice.
Actually, I'm surprised that I finish it. I'm surprised I never finished it.
Okay, can I now it's my turn. So I got a lot of OG games, just to let you know, but I'm gonna kind of separate them into categories. In terms of like my very first gaming console was a Nintendo Wii. The games I would play the most was Wii Sports, Sonic Colors, Black Knight, Unleashed, Smash Bros. Brawl, and then I played some other like movie title games. Like I remember playing like a Madagascar game. I do remember that one, and like, there's a Carnival one or something. I forgot the name of it. And then
Are you talking about Wii Carnival? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called Wii Carnival. Yeah, that's the one.
And then
Yeah. Sorry.
and then Mario Kart Wii was like the first Mario game I ever played, and Mario Galaxy.
Oh yeah. I love
Like
that.
the OG Galaxy. Like I'm talking before the Switch remake came out.
I mean, the Switch remake is just as good as the original. It has high quality.
It's just the same damn game. But okay. And then let me continue.
Go ahead.
And then I remember when it came to mobile games, I was a massive fan of Angry Birds. So I played almost all of the OG games, like Angry Birds Go, Star Wars 2, Rio, Space, and the original. And the only spin-off game I played was Bad Piggies.
Bad Piggies. I never heard of that game.
It's basically like you play as a pig and you have to build your car to reach the goal. That's what you do.
Bruh.
It's actually pretty fun.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty fun game, but I've never played mobile games.
Fair
never.
enough. Okay. By the way, so when it came to like other games, I remember playing Lego Marvel Superheroes. I'm a sucker for Lego games because I also grew up with them. But the two games I remember the most playing as a kid would have to be both Skylanders and Disney Infinity with my sister. Like
Disney. I know what you're talking about. I never played that game, but that game looked so fun when I was a kid. The only problem was I didn't like. What was the Infinity for? Was it for like PlayStation and or Xbox?
Yeah,
I didn't have that. I only had like an Xbox 360. I remember now. The Infinity was only for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, and I didn't have those. Oh, dude.
Have you seen the Skylanders? Because like almost nobody remembers that game. Like I'm old enough to remember that game, and I remember very fondly of it.
I've never played that game either, but I do remember it a lot because I remember even back then there were my favorite YouTubers that would play that game and then would post it on YouTube, and I'd watch that. I would literally watch that stuff. So yeah, I know the game.
Honestly, like I just miss playing those games. Okay, so I'm going to ask another question to the two of you, and if you guys want to answer, or I'll let you guys take turns again. So
okay.
My next question is sorry, let me think. All right, what was your favorite childhood movie? Like just you could just think of one or maybe multiple movies, but like what's a movie you loved as a kid? Yeah.
My favorite movie is back then in 2014 one. I first watched Godzilla the first time.
Oh, you mean the MonsterVerse Godzilla when the first time the American Godzilla got adapted?
Yeah.
All right. Wait, hello?
Oh, is it my turn? Is it my turn?
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry. Sorry. My favorite movie. Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm in terms of childhood. I ain't saying of all time right now. I'm just saying like what's like in a movie that's nostalgic to you.
Well, I got a lot. Like, there's a lot of movies I've seen as a child that I've grown up seeing. I think my favorite would have to be what's it called? It's basically where these animals they live in the wild and they basically have to follow this raccoon to go on everyone. Yes, that's the one. Movie. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, movie. Over the edge.
Bro, the freaking turtle face gets heavily memed.
Oh yeah, it does a lot, even now. And I'm like, you know what? That actually it's valid because most of the people that have like reactions to like certain scenes or certain things people would say, it's like the moment you hear and or see that shit, yeah, you're basically thinking of that same face as that turtle would make, and I'm like, yeah, bro, that's valid. Okay. Because a lot of people would be saying some sussy stuff, or you'd be seeing some sussy stuff. So you're like, what? So yeah, like bro.
I see. So let me
Also,
think. Go ahead.
also, I'm sorry. So I want to talk about that one thing I was trying to talk about earlier, but I said I would love to say that on the podcast.
Sure.
So I've been kind of seeing a pattern slowly building up, and I feel like Sega is going to add certain characters from the comics into the game. I don't know if it's gonna happen again, because right now we already know two of the characters that we know from the comics that are in a Sonic game as of right now. That being Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. We know that.
Whisper?
That being Tangle Whisper.
Or you know what I call them?
What?
The lesbian couple.
I know. People love to say that, but then again, we don't know if that's actually a thing. I mean, in my opinion, besides just that, they also act like sisters. Like, sure, they may not be related, but they have this sister type of aura feeling to them, and that's what I mostly see out of them. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, it's not gonna happen, guys. They're never gonna be lesbians. They're not gonna." Because obviously, if I said that, then not only I get canceled, but you'd get canceled. I'm not gonna say that. But
honestly, I don't even care I don't even care because it's just like people just. Here's my biggest hot take with that is that people just can't take a fucking opinion. That's the problem.
yep, like grow up.
That's exactly why I don't even. I used to care back then, but honestly, that just shows you that they really can't take anything. Like they just cannot handle any criticism, or just literally, if you think logically, then you're automatically be like, "You're canceled. You're canceled. Get the fuck out of here. You're canceled again." All that stuff, which is exactly.
I wish that was never an option where if you say something out of line that they don't like, then all of a sudden you're deplatformed. All of your social media is canceled. You'll have to live out in the streets, like apparently to them. That's how they think. It's like if they take everything you own down, then you'll just be living in the streets when that's not really going to be the option. If that does happen, then all people got to do is get a job, which hardly anyone wants to work um, an actual job because obviously most jobs they just treat you like shit and they ruin you like mentally and physically. So that's why most people are either becoming streamers or they're becoming artists or they're becoming YouTubers, content creators.
I'm becoming a content creator or whatever the hell you want to call it, just because it's like I have one job and it's like I cannot make enough to live off of, and it's like if I do YouTube or something else, then it's like I can make some decent income. Like, well, it's an extra, because like at this point, it's kind of
that's what I'm doing.
That's kind of honestly at this point, it's kind of your fucking option. But Dave, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm being as your friend. I want to be honest with you. Building a portfolio on YouTube or just building like a platform, I'm gonna tell you, dude. It took me like 5 years to almost reach 1,000 subscribers, dude. I'm telling you, it takes time.
Yeah, I know. Oh, trust me, I know. You think I don't know, bro? Bro. Right now, I'm sitting at 500 subscribers. Right now.
How long have you been doing YouTube?
Well, I started doing YouTube, and I started becoming more serious about it 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 3 years ago. It was around the end of 2022, almost at 2023. That's when I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna like take YouTube more seriously. And that's when I uploaded my first YouTube video, which was a fan dub of one of my favorite sprite battles, which is Fleetway Sonic versus Boo. And I'm like, bruh, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of cooked with that, and not only that, but I found amazing voice actors to cook, and they cooked just as good as my editing skills were cooking. And okay, so to get back on track though, with Sega right now, I feel like they're slowly trying to add the other characters, and I would love to see Surge. I would love to see Dr. Starline. Mm-hmm. I would love to see some of these other new characters, because I kid you not, you add them in the game, you make a good game, you make a good story, and you make like amazing like boss fights, like what happened with Frontiers and all that shit, bro. I kid you not. And you add these characters from the comics, bro. Sega's gonna make billions. Just you got to do it right. Right now, they're doing their best to do it right, and I love it and I appreciate it. But Sega, if you're hearing this, just keep it up. keep cooking, keep cooking. And if you add these characters within the comics into these games, oh my god, it's like adding whipped cream to the top of a cake, and it's going to be tasting good. So, and like I said, I'm starting to see that pattern with Sega where they're trying to add like the characters back from from the comics of the IDWs into the game. Mm-hmm. And if they keep doing that, I promise you, they're gonna make bank. Not only that, but I don't know if you guys have been realizing this, but I feel like they're also trying to add back slowly, trying to see if it will work again. It's like they're trying to add back the characters from the Archie comics that they own into a game right now with Sonic Blitz. Yeah, it's called Sonic Blitz. Basically what they're doing is they're making like these cards for the game. It's like a mobile game, I think. And these cards basically have the characters and their basically everything about the character. So you got Sonic and his strength, his weaknesses, and all that stuff. Eggman, Knuckles, Tails, etc. And the one thing I started realizing while also looking into it, there's Sally into that game. There's Antoine from the game into the game. Mm-hmm. There's that cyborg bunny chick that's also Antoine's wife into that game too. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, wait a minute, is this like an official game or is this like a project game? No, it's an official game by Sega. I'm like, what? I thought they were never going to add these characters back. But even though they basically did say they weren't going to add them back, they still are Sega's property. So Sega can basically change their mind if they want. And since Sega basically owns Sally, Antoine, and half of the other rosters from the Archie comics, if they choose to add those characters not only back into canon, but also in the games too, oh my god, it'll be like fucking peak cinema. And it will be good. And I can't wait. And I hope it happens. I really do.
I see. My hot take is the only Scourge I want to see is the Green Sonic. I personally don't really care about the other one, honestly. The Green Sonic is who Scourge is to me. That is Scourge. I'm sorry, but the other one is not even close.
I think Kim Penders owns Scourge.
Which is honestly stupid. He's literally Green Sonic. How can you own...
Yes.
For example, it's like saying that, oh, I have the rights to Autism Sonic. I mean, yes, I owned that version. Like that's the version I came up with, but I don't own Sonic as an idea, literally the likeness of it.
Exactly. And that's another thing too that you are literally right on, is because Scourge is Sonic. He's just Sonic from another timeline, from an alternate reality.
Universe. He's literally, they made it very clear, he is an evil Sonic from another universe. And at first, he actually looked like Sonic, but the reason why he is green is because he was interrupted mid-transformation from the Master Emerald, and that's what caused him to look green, but made him stronger in the process. It made him permanently stronger in the process.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's able to take out both Sonic and Shadow at the same time.
And if I was correct too, this was around the time when Kim Penders was no longer a part of the Archie comics, and they hired Ian Flynn. And what they were trying to do was they were trying to scrub everything he basically made under the rug to basically start fresh, but still use some of the characters that he did create, but create them newer, basically remake them into a newer image. And that's what Scourge was supposed to be. Scourge was supposed to be basically a reset of evil Sonic that Kim Penders made. But apparently that's not how it works. And yeah, I even looked it up too. Kim Penders does own Scourge, which in my opinion is stupid because Scourge is Sonic, and there's no doubt in my mind that Sonic belongs to Sega, because Sega created Sonic. And if Scourge is Sonic, then Scourge is Sonic, and Sonic is Scourge, meaning you can't own Sonic. Sega owns Sonic, you stupid idiot. Like, that's not how that shit works.
Honestly.
OC or not. Guys, it doesn't matter.
Sorry, yes, Topdawg?
Oh, sorry.
I thought we'd talk about fucking movies. No, we're talking
I know. We just kind of got heated on this topic.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay. Last comment. Last comment before I'm officially going to move on to a next question. It's like saying this. I don't want to disrespect anyone who makes OCs. I personally don't care about them. Honestly, I really don't. Honestly, it's like I'd rather have like completely different versions of like Sonic and his friends, just because I find it more interesting than OCs. Because like anyone can come up with OCs. But what I'm asking is, could they reimagine Sonic characters? I'm talking about they make them completely different from the source material, which is exactly what I'm looking for in like stuff. But it's like, and then it's like you can't own an OC because it's clearly supposed to be Sonic characters, and that's obviously off limits. So I'm saying like nobody ever, like for example, I know you have an OC, David. I don't want to throw shade to you, okay? Your OC looks cool, but it's like saying you legally can't like sell merch with it. I mean, you could show drawings on Instagram, but you can't legally distribute it with like a T-shirt or literally anything. So it's like you don't technically own your OC like in terms of a legal matter, but in terms of personal, yes.
True.
Okay, I'm done now. So now I'm gonna move on to the next question. Next question is as of now, what is the game you are most currently playing right now?
Minecraft. Right now it's Minecraft.
Topdawg?
Topdawg?
I'm asking like what's the current game you're playing right now? Like you're playing right now. VR chat. Okay, VR chat. The one game I'm currently playing a lot is I personally am gonna have to say I'm gonna say Fortnite. And I've been playing a lot of mobile games like Angry Birds and Bag Piggies recently. So those 3 games I've been playing the most recently.
That's cool.
Okay. Next question is that which game what's your biggest video game hot take? And I'm not talking about Sonic. I'm talking about in general. Okay, this time I will go first. My biggest video game hot take is that I want a Sonic game to be developed by Insomniac Studios, because I kid you not, they have the potential to absolutely cook with that, to absolutely cook with Sonic. Like I'm talking, we have Sonic with fluid movements, cutscenes that transition to the, like they have cutscenes that like smoothly transition to the gameplay. Just like my personal favorite games as of recently is the Spider-Man Insomniac games. I really like to play those games. And it's like, I really want to see like Sonic, like I want that sauce with Sonic. It's like, I want him to actually like look cool doing like the stuff he does, like when he does tricks with homing attacks. I want him to look cool even without doing homing attacks.
Well, if Sega, if I'm correct, if Sega did their homework, right, and started to like figure out different formulas and different ways to make the next Sonic game a big hit for Sega, I bet absolute money they would do it.
What about the idea I just told you? What about the idea I just told you?
What do you mean? I'm literally agreeing with you. And I'm also basically giving my advice to that, like, or basically my opinion on that as well. And that is, if Sega, like, took your idea and actually basically, like, you know, did their homework on it, did some research on it, and figure, like, and see that everyone that's a Sonic fan would love that idea, they would basically jump on that idea and make it happen.
I'm not asking for a Sonic and Spider-Man crossover game. I'm just asking like Insomniac to make Sonic. Like for example, I could see them working without the boost formula, and it could still feel so fluid with the speed. Like you can fly around, like, and then you could run on walls and like other stuff. And it's like you could truly like explore the area.
In my opinion, I would like the gameplay.
And if they made a Sonic pop-ups, no pop-ups. We don't want to focus on the pop-ups.
Yeah. If they like ever want to make like a Sonic game for like Sega, they could like kind of like use half of the formula that was made for like Sonic like Frontiers and maybe some other Sonic games to also create a new idea for like Sonic.
I felt like Sonic Frontiers was a bit slow compared to like other games. I don't know why. It
True.
felt stiff. It felt stiff. I just want like Sonic to feel fluid and like the momentum. Actually, like you're rewarded for like keeping up with the momentum. I want more of that. That's what Sonic Unleashed was.
And not only Sonic Unleashed, but a few other Sonic games as well, like Sonic Generations. For example, Sonic Generations also had that same idea as Sonic Unleashed, where if you went super fast, right, it basically would be like you're like feeling it. I know because when I first played Sonic Generation back in like 2013 or like 2014, I was like, oh my god, I was literally on the edge of my seat playing that sucker, boosting through the level so fast, trying to find ways to become faster and faster. And it felt good. It felt like I was actually like speeding through that game. So I totally understand. So
Okay.
Now it's my turn.
Topdawg, it's your turn. What's your hot take with a video game? With any video game?
Which one about?
No, I'm just saying. Like, do you have like a hot take?
I don't know how to name them. I'm not gonna.
You don't really have an idea. Like, for example, you could say that the best like they should definitely make a Star Wars Battlefront 3. That's just an example.
They should.
They really should. I really like the Star Wars Battlefront games. They really should.
Here's another thing. If they ever did make a Star Wars Battlefront 3, you know how last year or 2 years ago, like for like Fortnite, they had that cool thing, like that feature where you can basically control a Death Destroyer or a Star Destroyer.
Yeah, that was sick.
They should add that type of feature into the next like Battlefront game.
I was gonna say, if as of recording this podcast, Fortnite officially partnered with Creative Mode with Star Wars, so you have a lot of Star Wars prompts, and right now you can't pilot an AT-AT Walker in the game.
Oh, bro, that's so sick!
And then the jetpack for the Mandalorians, they basically buffed it to where you could actually fly like Superman.
Oh yeah.
And that's basically like you have all the force abilities, customized lightsabers, all etc. Basically, Fortnite's Battlefront 3. So if you want to play Battlefront 3, go hop on Fortnite. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. How about this? Next question. Okay, gentlemen, and the Topdawg, you can go first with this question.
Absolutely.
Out of all the movies this year, which movie are you the most excited to go check out this year?
It's called the Super Prime one.
Oh, you're talking about the Godzilla one?
Yeah.
Oh, the Supernova. Oh, you're looking forward to that movie.
Yeah.
Okay. David, what do you have to say about that?
I'm not really interested in seeing the new Godzilla movie, but I am interested in seeing the new Spider-Man movie. Because I'm not gonna lie,
it's gonna be really good.
Ooh, it looks like it's gonna be more serious toned than the previous other ones.
It's peak.
Maybe even
it's peak.
Yeah, maybe even more serious than the No Way Home, which had the other two Spider-Men and then the Sinister Six to go with them. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's gonna be basically a street level Spider-Man story, which people have been begging Marvel to make that movie. Because they were done with they were done with the multiverse stuff. I mean, I don't mind it, but I do like the classic Spider-Man suffering, being depressed, all that stuff. That's something that we all missed.
For me, I'm gonna feel bad for Peter, dude. I'm gonna feel bad for Peter.
Me too. I already feel bad already. I mean, sure, I'm almost broke as hell all the time, but that's because I'm a college student. Of course, we're gonna spend a lot of money with food and everything else.
Yep. For my friends, though, they're more excited because I got a lot of friends. Half of them are more excited to see the new, the Digital Circus, the Amazing Digital Circus movie that's coming out.
Never seen that series. Never seen it.
It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, dude. It's actually a really good series. One of my favorite series I've ever seen on YouTube so far.
I mean, I've seen Murder Drones. I thought that was pretty good, and then I saw Digital Circus. Okay, David. I have a hot take. I have a hot take with an indie animation. This is a quick hot take. I don't want this to be too long because I don't want to waste anyone's time. My hot take
That's
is
fine.
I personally am not a fan of Hazbin Hotel or Hell of a Boss. I could care less about those two.
And I think I know what you're gonna ask. Are you gonna ask me?
Let me explain why. Two
Okay.
reasons why. It's because, in my opinion, they have to swear every 30 seconds, which, in my opinion, as an evil Mark variant said, swearing doesn't make you cool. It just makes you sound like stupid. Or here's what my Sonic would say: swearing doesn't make you cool. Sorry, swearing doesn't make you cool. It just makes you sound autistic.
So I'm guessing
And
your question to me
like
is
Hazbin Hotel. It's like it doesn't really have a story. It's just sex jokes and swearing. That's all it is. That's why I don't care about it. Swearing is sex. That's why, like, I expect more in adult animation because I hate when adult animation leans into that, where like it's just sexual jokes and and swearing. I absolutely hate it. I expect more from it. And if I had to rank the best adult animated projects, I would say go watch Smiling Friends, Invincible, and South Park. Go watch those instead. Those are much better. Go watch.
For me, I would have to say watch Robot Chicken. Yeah, Robot Chicken.
No, that's also a good one. That's also a good one. Love those guys. I love that show.
But for just in case, because I feel like you're gonna ask me a question, and I think I already knew what the question was going to be, because obviously I've seen those two shows. I've seen clippets. I've seen like clips, scenes from the show off of like YouTube and whatnot. Some of the characters I do like. Most of the characters and everything about it I hate, because it's like they're trying to make demons more like, they're trying to make it where we should sympathize for the demons or something like that.
I mean,
not only that, but try to make it where it's all like no matter what happens that they're still good or whatnot. I've tried to give the show a chance. I tried to give both of the shows a chance, and in my opinion, I just feel like they're not really truly understanding the entire plot. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good shows. There's a lot of good shows out there that basically explain really good how demons are, how they work, how they operate, and etc. And I love those shows.
Supernatural.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
By the way, just to say this, as of now, as of recording this podcast, they just released the supernatural cut of the scene where the three characters from The Boys. They released the supernatural cut where they basically portrayed the scene as if they were Dean, Sam, and I forgot the third guy's name.
Castiel.
Yeah, they actually refer to each other by those names, so it's like, go watch it. Like, it's the supernatural.
Oh my god, bro, I gotta see it.
Soldier Boy literally sounds like no way, like he switched to Dean in that clip. He's supposed to be serious and be like, you better watch your mouth.
Yeah, speaking of supernatural, have you seen the Winchester series?
I have not. The only episode I've seen is the Scooby-Doo episode.
Oh, I love that one.
Bro, but, honestly, the Scooby-Doo episode kind of proves that it can, like, an R-rated Scooby-Doo show can work. It can if it's done the right way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here's a hot take. The Winchester series basically came out after the whole Supernatural series came out, and it was already done for.
Mm-hmm.
They made a Winchester series that's basically before the events of Supernaturals, but it takes a different turn, where instead of like Sam and Dean's father like not knowing these demons even after he married their mom, which I forgot her name, apparently he knew after he met their mom, and after he figured out what she was, and all of a sudden now he knows about demons, vampires, and all the other stuff, right? I'm like, what? But in the original series, he had no idea until after their mom got murdered. Then he knew. That's when he basically knew the truth. So you're telling me that this is canon to the story you already told, where where their father didn't even know until after her death, which was right in front of him. during the time like their kids were born. So you're gonna tell me that, bro? That is the most dumbest idea ever. Not only that, but some of the characters are like they're so tall, like they're annoying. They're not even the best characters. They're straight up annoying. And not only that, but they even go as far as to add Sam, Dean, and Castiel from the future into the past. And it's all like, oh, the reason why this is happening is because someone's messed with the timeline, etc., etc. Like, what the fuck? Like, couldn't we get that clarification since the very beginning? I don't think we had, and I don't remember seeing like any type of clarification of that in the beginning of the series. All I know is they basically tried to make a series to try to add back the original characters to, because apparently we missed them and all this and all. I get it. We love the Supernatural series. It ended this and that because it was just time. You know, it was really just time. But then again, you could have done something differently. Like, what about Sam's kids or Dean's kids growing up to become just like their dad, and then all of a sudden something happens that brings both Castiel and the Winchester brothers back to basically like help their kids out with whatever type of threats going on. Instead of doing something like that, they literally had to retcon the entire like beginning of their lives over something stupid.
I see.
I saw that series. I'm like, oh my God. All right. Sorry. I don't want to make this long. So I'll just have to say one last thing. That series sucked ass. They should definitely reconsider remaking that series.
I see. Hey, Top, I'm sorry. It's just like sometimes we just get into a debate like this. This is just fun.
Sorry, Topdawg. I'm really sorry. I hope you're not mad.
I'm not paying attention.
He was not paying attention. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm thinking. What was the question I asked again? Oh yeah, right. What you got? What was the question I asked again?
We were talking about what type of movies are we planning on seeing this year?
Oh, the most anticipated movies I'm planning to watch is I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna say 3, and that would be Spider-Man, The Odyssey, and Avengers: Doomsday. Now, okay, let me say about The Odyssey. I actually read that book in high school. It's actually one of the few I actually remember and liked because it actually had a decent story. And I'm gonna let you know that if they're gonna adapt the book fully, then you guys are in for a treat.
Oh boy.
And the only thing, okay, so basically the entire book is gonna be in like fucking Shakespeare translation, but I bought a book with like that translated the words, so it's like, yeah. By the way, I didn't really read the chapters. There was like a video called Course Here where they basically summarize the entire chapter in like 2 minutes, and they fully explain what happens and how it does, and they animated this scene. So yeah, that's what happened.
What are your thoughts on that, Topdawg?
Topdawg or just being Topdawg?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm just trying to help him out because I feel like I've been just taking more of the screen time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave him out. I don't want to be. I don't want to be.
Yeah. Topdawg, would you like to ask a question? I'll let you ask a question.
I'm going to talk about TV shows.
Ooh, do you want to go first?
We are.
I got one.
All right, hit me.
Okay, I remember I watched the old Power Rangers one.
Ooh, the Power Rangers.
I'm not talking about the old classics. That's before, and I know the classic.
Okay.
I watched the old Dynamite Ranger one.
Okay.
The Dynamite one. Oh my god, that fucker is that thing is a legend.
Okay.
Fucking Megazord, man, to fucking build that shit.
You love that damn Megazord, right? Hey, Topdawg, who's your favorite Ranger? If I had to pick, I personally pick I picked the blue one because it's my favorite color. I picked the blue one.
The biggest color of them all, the T-Rex.
So you're saying the Red Ranger?
Yep.
All right. Well,
are we talking about Power Rangers?
Yes, the hell we are.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen that movie. I haven't seen any of those movies in a long time.
It's a show, by the way.
Only-
It's like a TV show, but it's like
Oh.
there has been movie there. Yeah, there actually has been a live action movie, but it's like there has been TV shows originally. It's like Transformers before Michael Bay took the role as the director of the 6 movies until the last night it was proven to be unsuccessful by the audience. Okay, so yeah. In terms of TV shows, I used to love the Clone Wars growing up. I loved that show. And I remember watching the last 4 episodes on Disney Plus, and oh my god, that's like the best last 4 episodes of any fucking television show.
What about you, Topdawg?
I feel like it's fucking weird.
You don't like the Clone Wars?
No, I like it. It felt like it's fucking real.
It felt fucking real?
Yeah.
I know. Like, dude, I can see why they killed off a lot of our favorite clones. Because they don't want us to see them go through Order 66.
In my opinion, speaking of Order 66, the one thing I hate, that I despise about Clone Wars, is the fact that there are these inhibitor chips that basically control them into killing Jedi.
That's kind of what happens in the third movie, by the way. It's kind of established in the second movie that the clones are monetically engineered, and it's like, they do have little chips in their brains, basically.
Well, I never knew that. Not only that, but when I first saw the third movie, after I watched the second movie, and then I also played the original Battlefront 2 that came out in 2005. And after I played that game, I'm not going to lie, I felt like not only were they engineered to follow orders and all this and all that, but I assumed, no, not only that, but I believed that they knew that when the time was right, they were going to kill the Jedis that they were serving. They were just waiting for the order, that being Order 66. And that made me literally look at the movies, and I'm like, so they've been waiting this entire time, befriending them, fighting by their side, just to wait for that one single order. And then the Clone Wars came out and threw that idea out of the window. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't like that.
They kind of did. They kind of hinted at the inhibitor chips with the in the second move in the second Clone Wars movie. Hey, Topdawg, do you remember did you ever see the last 4 episodes of the Clone Wars, Topdawg, or no?
Yes, I see them.
Because in the video. By the way, just to let you know, David, this is slight spoilers of the last 4 episodes. But when Order 66 happened with Ahsoka and Rex is actually like Anakin's clone trooper army, and they actually were close. So that's the difference. The thing is, Rex was fighting for his life to resist the chip. By the way, it's not like they choose the order; they have no choice.
Truth be told, I've already saw it. I've seen all the Clone Wars. So
the Clone Wars, in my opinion, is absolute peak. It's one of if anyone says they haven't seen Star Wars, I'm going to show them that show. Honestly, I have not seen the Maul show. I heard it's good, and I did see clips of him fighting Vader. I did see clips. I also heard that Vader doesn't talk at all in that episode, because apparently this is the first project that the voice actor is not in,
Not only that, but have you guys seen the new Maul series?
I just said I have not. I have not had the time.
Oh,
I haven't had time to see Daredevil. I already know Vader shows up, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Him fighting Maul? I'm not gonna spoil
had
it, but
no chance against him.
Dude, it was like Doctor had to teleport, because every time you walk in the corner, you see him.
Vader's just straight right there.
how the fuck did he show up?
Just to let you know, don't expect Maul to die in his own series, because Star Wars Rebels kind of established his fate way later in the show.
Yeah, we already know that.
Yeah, we already know Obi-Wan Kenobi kills him at the end.
Yeah, Obi-Wan kills him one strike. Like, wow, all these years, Mom, you want to kill him, but now you die.
It's because I think Obi-Wan was wise because like he was trying to like do it a strategic way, and it worked.
Yeah, it did.
Honestly, I give Obi-Wan more. I should give him more credit out of every other Jedi. Like, he legitimately hold his own against like a bunch of Sith Lords. Like you saw how he held his own against Vader in the Kenobi show and the original Star Wars movie and Maul. Not once, but 3 times.
Actually, this is our first time, like, the first Sith to be in the TV show. Because I don't know why.
Why is that?
Because you will always see Siths, like, not paying attention. You always see the main characters, like a Jedi or a clone.
Yeah.
There's other shit. Yeah.
I can't honestly. One thing I'm gonna say is I can't wait for the Mandalorian movie. I want to see it. I'm hoping it's good. I really hope it's good.
Bro, you literally said the words right out of my mouth because that's what I was literally about to say. And I hope to God it's a good movie because if it comes out being a trash movie, then bro, they need to put the fries in the bag. And
I mean, I really liked the Mandalorian season 1 and 2. Season 3 was okay, and I hope that I feel like this movie is gonna basically be season 4, but a movie.
Well, we'll see about that.
Okay, and,
yeah, we'll see about that.
It's like, okay, I want to say this real quick. Is one of my dream crossovers as a kid was Sonic and Star Wars, and his main villain in that crossover was gonna be Darth Vader. It wasn't gonna be Eggman. And then in this crossover, or in my stories in general, Darth Vader finds Sonic amusing, and that's because Sonic has a will to fight, but the thing is, he severely lacks in the Force. Like, Sonic isn't Force sensitive, nor he uses the Force. Like, he lacks the Force. And Vader finds it amusing that, like, how can someone like you stand up to me? Everyone would have died. But you...
Like Luke?
Kind of. But it's like... I'm not saying that Sonic learns the Force. No, he straight never uses it.
Actually, I wanted a question.
And then Sonic gets a lightsaber by using his own quill as the Kyber crystal instead. The lightsaber is pure lightning. And I always thought about this, and that was like when I was a kid. I always thought that the one thing that lightsabers couldn't cut was lightning. Because if you really think about it, you can block a lightning with a lightsaber, but you can't really like do anything to it.
True. No, that's true. But I think Topdawg was about to say something.
Sorry, what you said, Topdawg?
I'm about to say, well, actually, one thing, piece of metal the lightsaber can't cut.
Oh,
Beskar.
Yeah, the Beskar. You not watch it, like
Mandalorian? Yes, I have.
Yeah, I have. But you know what? On the YouTube, the comics one.
Just imagine a Jedi wearing Beskar.
Oh my God.
While fighting. Oh my God, that would be like, bro, that would be the most craziest combo ever.
No, you know what would be crazy? If the Jedi had the dark saber. But guess what? That shit was destroyed in season 3, so I don't know if that's coming back.
Yeah. No, that pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie, that actually pissed me off.
By the way, just to let you know, is that that guy? I forgot the actor's name, but that guy is also Stan Edgar, and I know he's the Gus in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to ask you both. I want to ask you both the question: is that what is y'all's predictions for the boys after episode 6?
I'm thinking. Oh no, they're probably gonna do the same thing in the comics, but this one I don't know.
It's like, okay, have you seen the episode or no, or you haven't seen the boys at all, David?
No, I've seen clips here and there. I know who Homelander is. I know who Soldier Boy is. I know who some of the other characters are, but I've never seen the entire show.
Okay.
Same thing with Invincible.
Oh, by the way, okay, you gotta watch Invincible. That's a really good show, by the way.
Yeah, I will. Also, I will say I might have to go really soon, so I could still like stick around for like one or two more questions, and then after that, I gotta go. Is that cool with you?
It's fine. We're kind of we're kind of reaching the usual time limit in the podcast. So okay, how about this? Let's make this fair. Let's make this fair. How about this? Before we end this podcast, we each ask one question. So hey Topdawg, would you like to ask a question to us? Like you ask a question, then David goes next, and then I'll go last.
Yeah.
Okay, how do we go? I'll put the question when I talk about the host. I don't know you not heard about this character, but you guys have not heard Dark Weapon?
Dark. Oh,
Yes.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, what about him?
I know Darth Revan.
Yeah, he's awesome.
You remember the Malamoni moves? Yeah, the Malamoni moves.
Yeah.
You would kill the Malamoni, had a dark saber, you would be the leader, yeah?
That is correct.
Yes.
Well, with the
Maul was
comics,
the temporary ruler of Mandalore for a bit. Remember?
no, actually, the rules to the Malamoni, the Jedi one, the Dark Weapon, we wore the Malamoni mask, the gold mask. Actually, the rules of Malamoni, he actually killed that guy. I wonder what the guy named before Maul and orders and on the Darksaber. I don't know the guy name, but Darth Vader is fighting the Mandalorian. He kills him, but it's strange of Maul. It's strange. You're not taking the the Darksaber. Because the rules say that the Mandalorians you have to be killed to be a rule in the Mandalorian.
I see. Okay.
Oh, actually, there's that, and if you were like defeated
In
with
combat.
the Darksaber, yeah, if you were like defeated in combat while still in possession of the Darksaber, then the next person will take that saber and become the ruler of Mandalore. Yeah, that's
like,
basically.
for example, Din Djarin was the temporary wielder of the Darksaber, but I was kind of pissed that he lost it. It's like he barely used it. Like what the fuck?
I know, dude.
Darksaber, but he barely used it.
Bro.
Is this no? Why Darksaber is the only one lightsaber is heavy?
That's black. I don't know, but it's like it's supposed to be a one of a kind.
Say why is the only one that's heavy?
Bro, that right there was like the most craziest question to ever ask. I wonder why the Darksaber is the only black lightsaber
Hey,
in all of Star Wars.
You know what I'm gonna say, Topdawg?
What?
If you go inside a house with a Darksaber, I would expect smoke alarms to go off, but that's just me.
You're crazy for that.
And then
Okay.
Right.
I want to say this real quick. Hey, have you both heard about this? I know you. I just told you Topdawg, but hey, Dave, I want to ask if you heard about this. This is like a quick question. Have you heard about a Star Wars character from a video game that's so powerful that there's a reason why that motherfucker is not canon to any of the projects?
We're talking about Star Killer, aka Galen Merrick.
We're talking about Star Killer. Yeah, we're talking about Star Killer.
Yeah, bro. Like, obviously, I already know for a damn fact why that sucker is never going to be canon. And in my opinion, he should stay that way because Disney's going to nerf him. He's not going to be OP anymore if he was canon.
What if he was a girl?
Going to be the less. If they did that, I would be pissed because you can't just gender swap a character like him. Absolutely not. You can make a character similar to him that's a female, but you cannot, under any circumstances, gender swap Star Killer and still name her Star Killer and also make give her the exact same abilities as the original Star Killer.
And I don't think
you
people
do
would
that,
trust female Jedis after the last trilogy. They won't trust a female Jedi.
No, they won't. Because being a Jedi, being a female Jedi, it's not about being a woman, right? That's what these people need to get over. Okay, you want gender equality? You fucking got it. You want to fight like a man? Then guess what? Be prepared when that man fights back just like a man and beats your ass. Okay, exactly. so shut the fuck up. You got what you wanted. Gender equality, all that jazz. You got it. So deal with it.
Okay.
So but
So go ahead. Okay, I just wanted to wrap it up so you have enough time to ask your question.
All right, for me, my question is this. If we were in the Star Wars universe, which side would you pick? Would you pick A, the Jedi, B, the Sith, or C, the in-between? Basically, the Gray Jedi. What's your answer to that?
Could I be a Mandalorian? Because I want to be a Okay, when I was a kid, I wanted to be. I would have said a Jedi, but after watching Mandalorian, I ain't gonna lie. I thought the Mandalorian was a bit more of a badass than a Jedi. But I was like, if I could be a Jedi Mandalorian, like in the Star Wars Rebels introduced the Darksaber, then yes, I will be a Mandalorian Jedi.
Yeah, well, the Darksaber was introduced in Clone Wars, and that's when we knew that there was a Jedi that was a Mandalorian that carried the saber and that created the saber.
What about you, Topdawg?
Yeah.
What about you, Topdawg?
I will probably be the Dark Weapon because he had the power of light and power.
Oh, so you're gonna be the in-between Jedi. You're gonna be the in-between.
But the sucks part in the fucking Jedi is set for to go attack me because in their fucking I don't fucking choose fucking.
And of course, the attachment rule is apparently stupid. But yeah.
Yeah. For both groups, yes, it's stupid. For me, I would have to go with Gray Jedi as well because, like, Gray Jedis, they're just as powerful and or stronger than both Jedi and Sith. Not only that, but they can use both sides of the forces without limitations.
I was gonna say
because obviously,
Cal Kestis from Jedi Survivor learned how to use the dark side of the Force without corrupting him.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I was gonna say there's a reason why Emperor Palpatine feared Qui-Gon the most, and it's because Qui-Gon actually understood the true assignment of the Force. Because he wasn't as clouded as the others, so that's why like Qui-Gon had to go in Sidious's eyes.
That sucked.
Okay, my question.
But yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. This is my last question of the podcast, and I think this is gonna be a really simple one. So, out of any TV shows or movies, what was your least favorite thing you've ever saw? I'll give you guys a minute.
Fucking She-Hulk.
Wait, what, Topdawg?
Fucking She-Hulk.
Fucking She-Hulk?
I gotta agree. But
wait, what was the? I didn't really get the answer. What was the answer?
He said She-Hulk.
Oh, I hated that fucking show.
That show is bad, I will admit.
Do you have another one you have in mind, David?
Oh, yes. And it's a Star Wars show. There was going to be a sequel. But it got canceled, and thank God it did. The Acolyte.
I knew
The Acolyte.
I knew
the fucking... Bro, that one takes the cake of the worst show ever. In fact, it should be on top of the top 10 tier list of worst shows ever made, bro. It should be number 1. Because here's the thing, it was extremely disrespectful to the entirety of the lore that was already made and placed into Disney's hands just for them to piss on it, turn around to the fans and say, fuck you, we're going to do our own thing. And if you don't like it, you're sexist, you're a bigot, you're racist, you're all of it. Literally. And I'm like, bruh, I hate that series with a passion.
I would say like, yeah. What's my least favorite thing I saw? I'm not gonna lie to you. I have you kind of said like the two big ones. I've never seen Acolyte, but I just don't. I know I ain't gonna like it. So
no,
I know. I got one. I'm sorry. I just thought of another question. I don't want to waste your time, David. I don't want to hold you in for longer than I have to, but I'm gonna say this one quick. And it's my least favorite movie that I personally saw had to be Kong versus Godzilla, honestly.
Oh, you said that right in front of Topdawg. Okay.
my reasoning, Topdawg, was that the fact was like the plot was very fast paced. The human characters were boring, in my opinion. Like they were too boring, in my opinion. And it's like Kong was so fucking nerfed in that movie. Like, I can understand the water fight, but the fucking city fight, that's where he should have had an advantage. Okay, I will say this. I will say this. At least the new Empire was a massive improvement.
No, I finally know why.
Why?
Well, what happened was actually the people drunk Khan.
I see. Also, I was gonna say this. That the only redeeming factor in the Kong vs Godzilla movie, the only good thing was the Mecha Godzilla fight. That was the only good thing out of the entire movie. That's just me. Okay, this is my last question for real now. Okay, I'm done after this. And my question is, would you guys agree with me when I say this, that, if you ever seen a TV show that you guys liked, that you were invested in, but unfortunately had completely dog shit finales? Mine is Stranger Things. I liked the show, but the writing kept getting worse after each season, and then the 5th season was just complete dog shit.
I would have to agree on Stranger Things, which was, in my opinion, the most disappointing thing, because I really love Stranger Things, and I do with a passion. I do, but oh boy, the last season really did it. Oh boy, it made me never want to see that show or even touch that show ever again. But for me, I guess I would have to say, ooh. Oh, this is a tricky one. This is a tricky one.
People are gonna say
there's a lot of shows on it.
People are gonna say Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yeah. I've never seen Game of Thrones,
me neither.
But I will. For me, then I would guess I would have to say Dragon Ball Super, because here's the thing about Dragon. Yeah. Hold on. Hear me out, and I'll say it real quick.
Okay, I want to listen. But I mean, actually, the finale didn't really do anything, honestly. They didn't really end anything. They just ended the Tournament of Power, and then they kind of went with the Broly movie right after. So I want to hear what you have to say.
I liked Dragon Ball Super. I still kind of do, but Dragon Ball Super it feels more for kids than it does just for adults. That's always been my problem. But the finale, I'm not gonna lie, it's just they didn't even it's the ending was okay, right? Where Jiren and Frieza and Goku, you're gonna tell me that even though Jiren was weak, he was still in his strongest power up, but he was a bit weak. That Goku and Frieza and Android 6 or 17 were able to take him down hard, without even their strongest forms, right? They had to they literally had to go into Frieza 4th form, and then there's Goku Super Saiyan form just to take him out.
I see.
Without them at least going in their strongest form, Super Saiyan Blue or Golden Frieza. You're gonna tell me that was how they defeated Jiren. Not only that, but how Goku was able to tap into Ultra Instinct when in Akira Toriyama's original vision, he didn't want that. He wanted Goku to just stay with just Super Saiyan Blue, not Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct is what Crunchyroll created, or Toy Animation created. Whoever basically animated
but unfortunately,
Dragon Ball Super.
Toriyama realized that it became the biggest hit of any anime career.
And that's fine, that's totally fine.
I want to say this, where you realize that they officially confirmed they're going to remake the entire series, reduce the episode lengths, and basically they're going to be more faithful to the manga. Now, the one story arc that I feel could benefit from it is the Goku Black arc.
Right now that you mention that, now that you brought that up, apparently they're going to basically air the Beerus saga, the Frieza saga, and the Universe 6 and 7 saga.
They're doing all of Dragon Ball Super. They're doing all of it. Hold on. They're even doing Broly and the superhero, and they're turning them into animes.
Hold on. But I feel like you haven't heard yet. Apparently, after the Universe 6 and 7 arc, then they're going to jump into the Moral arc and then the Granola arc. They're not going to do the Goku Black arc. However, it hasn't been said if they're going to not do it, it feels like, and it sounds like that they're gonna pause and then also like air like Moro's arc and then the Granola arc. Just because it was basically announced that it was coming this fall, which is literally around the corner within the next couple of months.
I was gonna
coming.
Sorry, I was gonna say that the one thing I feel the remake could do is establish where the hell was Super Saiyan 4 during the Goku versus Beerus fight.
That's what I've been saying, but oh my god!
Here's exactly how I'm gonna think about it. This is what I'm thinking. Super Saiyan 4 Goku shows up to fight Beerus. He puts up a decent fight, but still loses within like 2 hits, like in the original strip. Or actually make that 3 hits.
I don't know. The reason why I say that is because I feel like Super Saiyan 4 in canon, apparently, I feel like the only way he could tap into that power again is if he goes into the demon realm. Because like we don't know if it's confirmed if he can use that form outside of the demon realm. We know that he was able to use it within the demon realm, but that was it. So we have no idea.
Super Saiyan 3, because that didn't make sense.
He better. Like, if he does not go Super Saiyan 3 against Beerus after Beerus bitch slaps his wife, then you're gonna tell. Then that's definitely gonna make me mad, because you're gonna tell me Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta's canon, like literally canon, but he never uses that against Beerus after he bitch slapped his wife. Bro, if I was Vegeta, I would definitely tap into Super Saiyan 3. I don't give a shit. I would do it.
What if it
I would have done it.
You know what would be funny, in my opinion? What if he tapped into Super Saiyan 4 instead?
That would not only be funny, but that would make no total sense. Because, like I said, I feel
do you not remember what they did with the original DBS, where Vegeta learned Super Saiyan God without the ritual? So to me, it's Vegeta. It makes sense for his character to just straight up learn about it without like the ritual, like Goku.
But here's the thing, though. I feel like the reason he was able to tap into God form without the ritual is because he was training within the realm of the gods. Possibly that's the reason why he was able to. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, because, like, for example, in Dragon Ball Super, the anime, before the remake, before any of that, Goku and Vegeta were training, and then all of a sudden, when their fists collide, then all of a sudden blue aura surrounded their body, basically indicating that they have now tapped in and achieved Super Saiyan Blue through the training while on the planet of Beerus, aka a godly planet full of like god divinity, possibly around the planet. And because of that, they were able to tap into that new latent power, which being Super Saiyan Blue.
I see that.
So if that's the case, then that means in any realm of the gods, they can, like, basically any Saiyan can train and tap into power without the ritual. Like Trunks, Goten, Gohan, Pan, even. Like, we can even, like,
Gohan wants to, because remember, Gohan kind of wants to be in a separate path.
Yes.
Gohan doesn't want to.
Yeah. Trunks, we don't know about him yet. Goten as well. So we don't know about them. I'm
gonna say this: if they was to remake the Tournament of Power, like they wanted to make it more manga faithful, they're gonna piss off a lot of people. They're gonna have to get rid of some iconic moments, like, the Goku Kamehameha to Kefla. Yeah, that doesn't happen in the manga. It's actually Gohan versus Kefla, and they both lose.
In my opinion, I don't really care. Like, as long as it's faithful to the manga, which it should have already done. In fact, they should have just waited until Akira Toriyama first made the manga like he did with Z, and then they should have animated it. But instead, they wanted money. They wanted money now. They wanted Dragon Ball out now. So what they did was they did their own thing.
Was severely better in the manga.
It is, and it will always be better in the manga. I mean, sure, the one thing that sucks to me is the fact that Goku Black isn't really an evil version of Goku, or not even that. Like, he's not even like a divine evil version of Goku. He's literally just a Kai within the body of Goku, because apparently he stole his body by using the Super Dragon Balls.
I had a storyline from My Little Stories where there's a Deadpool Black, where it basically X-Force Deadpool, but it's like we later learned that it's a demon possessing Deadpool's dead corpse.
Oh, that's sick. Oh,
So it's
shit.
like basically he's like it's a devil walking on a dead man's body. So that's why he looks like Deadpool, and he also has his powers because of Deadpool's potential.
I really cannot wait to see how the remake
I hope
of
the
Super
animation's
Sonic
improved
goes.
because the one complaint I have is the animation is it's straight up invincible if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's clunky and it looks like shit. It looks like a
At least in
5-year-old
a
drew.
PNG, like a PNG kind of ass.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to
Can't
see
wait
the
to see
newest
what content they
stuff.
got for us. I cannot wait for Sonic 4. Okay, I want to say this just in general. I really want to work on the Sonic movies. I'm not asking to be in them. I want to work on the production side of it because I'm literally a film major, and this is literally what I want to do. This is what I signed up for, and I would love to work on them. They sound fun. I know it's a lot of
They do
work.
sound
Trust
fun.
me, I am a film student. I know the process. I know the work, but I would love to work on the Sonic movies. I know this one's already done, but I would love to work on maybe the next one or something like that. I just something. Just give me something.
Oh boy. That
I'm not asking to be in the movie. I just want to work on the movie. I don't care if I'm in the movie.
See if you can be like a director, like a co-director. Something like that.
I don't think I'll be maybe co-director. You would,
or maybe even producer.
You know what would be cool though? If I was hired to be the director of the Shadow the Hedgehog project.
Ooh.
And my idea.
I'm not gonna lie, you do.
What I say?
You do got some good ideas. I
know people are gonna hate the Shadow idea just because I want a strict solo Shadow project. I want to give him the Spider-Man treatment. He's alone, isolated from society. I don't want Rouge or Omega at all in this story. I just want Shadow.
Make it where it's just all about him and no other character.
Exactly, and plus it's gonna be like a John Wick It's gonna be like a John Wick kind of story where it's kind of like Shadow wielding gun. And yes, PG-13 rating. We do not want that stupid laser gun because I need a real gun with real bullets.
Hold on now. How about we make it just rated R? Make it where he doesn't cuss, but there will be blood.
That actually sounds awesome, but I know Sega it's gonna be like, hey, I'm not.
I'm sorry, but he's that type of character. You made him that way,
Okay,
Sega.
we're gonna
So
say
deal with
Topdawg.
it.
What we're gonna say?
All right, I gotta go. Sorry, guys.
Right.
I cut this short.
Okay, wait, guys, hold on 1 second. Let me say this. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of the Shield Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please let me know, in the comments or somewhere. So, thank you guys so much for tuning into this podcast. I'm your host, Sonic Rob, with my co-host Topdawg and my good buddy David. So, before we go, gentlemen, do you have anything to say to the podcast?
Topdawg? Yo, Asian, I guess you fuck. What the fuck?
What do you have to say?
It was really fun coming back on this podcast. I know I was cooking a lot with a bunch of opinions and whatnot, but don't worry. The next time I come back, I'll have a lot more to basically say, and I can't wait. It's really fun being on these podcasts with you guys.
All right. You guys have a good night, and thank you guys for tuning in, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace out.
Good night. See y'all.
Peace out.